Liberal Party has called its members today prior to the lower house's voting in the House plenary for the passage of the death penalty reimposition bill. Nel Maribuhok will tell us why.
Liberal Party President Senator Francis Pangilinan has asked his party mates to support the party's stand opposing the passage of the controversial death penalty reimposition bill. The lower house is set to vote for the passage of the proposed bill tomorrow.
Ang posisyon ng Liberal Party ay tutol tayo sa death penalty. Ito ang posisyon ng partido at hinihiling natin sa ating mga miyembro na suportahan ang posisyon na ito.
According to some LP congressmen, this is the issue in which the party needs to be united.
But individually, meron mga kasama na sang-ayon sila sa death penalty. So yun ang kinakailangan siguro nilang iproseso dahil mayroong party position na.
Ang opinion ni Presidente, we wanted to be constructive. We wanted to be supportive.
Meanwhile, Albay Representative Edsel Lagman says the party will state its firm position on different issues after the plenary voting on the proposed bill. In addition to this, Congressman Lagman revealed that 3 LP congressmen are ready to give up their respective committee chairmanships just to express their strong opposition to the passage of the death penalty reimposition bill. Meanwhile, LP Chairman Emeritus former President Benigno Aquino III says his support will always be on whatever the group agrees upon.
The party president will articulate the party position.
The Australian government hopes that the Philippine government will not push through with its plan to revive the death penalty as capital punishment. Victor Cosare will tell us why.
Australian ambassador to the Philippines Amanda Gorley stresses that her government does not support the death penalty. They also encourage other countries not to impose such measure. However, she clarifies that the revival of the death penalty being the capital punishment is for the Philippine government and its people to decide.
Australia does not support the death penalty. We don't have the death penalty, and we encourage other countries not to implement the death penalty. So we would hope that the Philippines does not proceed with the death penalty, but as I said, it is a matter for the government and the people of the Philippines.
President Rodrigo Duterte has been pushing for the revival of death penalty to serve as a deterrent to criminals. Right now, the legislation for it is still being deliberated in Congress. But on the other hand, the Australian government has been supporting the Bangsamoro peace process since 1996.
Part of our objectives through that support is to ensure that the process is inclusive, which of course means ensuring that women are part of that process and that their voices are heard as part of the peace negotiations here in the Philippines.
Also, the Australian government is studying the possibility of pouring in additional investments in Mindanao.
This next few days that I'm here, I'm having a meeting with the Davao Chamber of Commerce, and I've brought with me my trade and economic team from the embassy because we're very keen to look at how we can collaborate together to improve the economic development here in Mindanao.
Gorley says among the industries they are looking at are infrastructure, power, water, as well as food and beverage. Victor Cosare, UNTV News and Rescue, Davao City.
And I'd like to clarify, just because we are in the opposition, but we will not oppose for the sake of opposing. In fact, we will continue to support measures that we believe will be best for the nation. But there are certain lines you do not cross and certain issues that you just have to raise dissent, because this is a democracy.
Just, it's a little bit...
For example lang, just to, there is this obsession, focus on the war on drugs. Tama yan, malaki ang problema ng droga sa ating bansa. But there are 11 million jobless. Poverty is at 21%, extreme poverty. That's 20 million people are impoverished. So I'd like to think that even drugs, the issue of drugs is an issue of poverty primarily. Of the 7,000 dead, we don't have the figures, but perhaps 99% are poor. And they go into drugs, part of them, because...
Dahil na rin sa kahirapan.
Kung bibigyan mo sila ng disenteng trabaho, bakit sila makikipagsapalaran dun sa... Kapit sa patalim ang marami dyan. So dapat, bilang oposisyon, halimbawa, malibang sabihin natin, sige, ayusin natin yung problema ng droga, pero wag naman natin kalimutan itong problema ng kawalan ng trabaho. Wag naman natin kalimutan itong problema ng tumataas ang presyo ng mga bilihin. Bigyan din natin ito ng kahalagahan.
That's something you are saying that the minority should look into. Just a couple of questions before we go on a break. Senator, I'm just interested to find out because during the campaign, there was Senator Angara, Senator Joel Villanueva, Senator Ralph Recto, who formed part of the LP. Why are they not with you now?
Maybe you should ask them. No, but Sani Angara was 2013. He ran.
That's right.
In fact, Alan Cayetano in 2013 was with the administration, the Aquino administration ticket. Alan, Sani, Grace.
Hindi, pero ang sinasabi ko kasi is that si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano napunta na po siya kay President Duterte during the campaign. But, for example, I'll bring it back.
Okay.
Senator Joel Villanueva, hindi ho ba? He was number 2 at the Senate. He ran under the ticket of, President Aquino then.
Yes.
Hindi ho ba? Tapos, bakit, nasan ho sila in all of this? And why is Senator Ralph Recto now the pro tempore? Because he is LP, or is he not?
Well, yes, he is LP, and we will have to, this is a matter that we will be discussing with him. It's been 2 days. Sabi ko nga, dalawang araw pa lang pala yung reorganization. Lunes pa lang ba yun? Parang isang linggo na sa dami nang nangyayari. So these are matters that we will still thresh out. But I guess in the end, it's better for you to ask Senator Joel and Senator Ralph.
I will rephrase my question. Meron ho bang sama ng loob among the LP senators that these people were once with you and now they are not with you?
Hindi, wala sa akin. I don't think meron kay Frank or kay Risa or kay... Siguro yung kay Senator Joel, may issue dun kay Senator De Lima noon, di ba? When she was Secretary of Justice. Kay Ralph, I don't know. I know he was interested in the Committee on Finance, but Senator Loren, was voted into that. But I don't think it's a question. It's just.
Are you disappointed that you've lost them? For now?
Well, how we wish, we were a stronger, it's a numbers game, ika nga. So the more, sabi nila, the more the merrier.
The merrier, okay. This is The Source on CNN.